Hi everyone and welcome back to yet another video on my channel. I'm on a roll again. So in this set I've got my gorgeous client Alicia in, and she was having her prom nails done, and I absolutely loved this set. They were just, love them. So we've gone for like a tapered square / coffin, ballerina, whatever you want to call it. We all call it different things. Yeah, so I'm going in there with my NAIO's dehydrator and my NAIO's acid primer, and then I always go in with a clear layer of acrylic. I do this on pretty much every single client. One, it protects from any staining on your natural nail bed, and two, if they want a full redesign, I can file back to the clear layer without having to do a removal. So there you go. So I'm using I can't remember what I just said there, but I'm using NAIO Crystal Clear, and I think here I was using Maxidesian liquid. Yeah, I will have been. And then I'm using my Nailmate Aqua Brush, the Galaxy version, size 10. So on this nail I'm actually using Snow White from CJP, which I hadn't actually used in ages, but since this set I've used it quite a few times. One, because I'm running dangerously low on coconut milk and I need to place an order and I keep forgetting, and two, I just fancied a bit more of a brighter ombre. So yeah, I will say Snow White is definitely harder to work with than coconut milk because it is so pigmented, but if you persevere with it, it does look beautiful ombre. So yes, that's what we're doing there. So I'm just blending that back just the same as I do all my ombres in every other video that you've seen. And again, just making sure my work is as neat as I can possibly get it to save on the filing. The less filing you've got to do at the end, the better, because all my clients know I absolutely hate filing. I pretty much whinge to every single client that I hate filing. So anything to minimise that is like a bonus, in my opinion. So back to the nails. Right, what am I doing here? Yeah, so on this nail we just do like a marble effect, but a really light, like nothing like, what's the word, nothing too bold. I just used the colours that I've used through the set and just mashed them together. So I just dipped into a bit of the white, and then I'm sure we used we'll have either used Birthday Suit or Peach Sorbet. I've got a sneaky feeling it was Peach Sorbet though. And I just pick a bead up, one bead of one bead of the other, straight on the nail. Really wet beads. You don't want to build too much bulk at this part because you are going to cap it. Oh, I'm just moving. You are going to cap it in clear, so you don't want to have a mass amount of bulk on there. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Oh, we're jumping back to the other hand now. So we're going back to this ombre, and I think that is Peach Sorbet. You know, that's too dark. Yeah, it's Peach Sorbet. Yep, it's Peach Sorbet. Everyone was having Peach Sorbet for prom. I think it was because everyone was having a spray tan, so they needed to go a bit darker with the cover pink. So I put that on the join, blending that down, really light hand, feathering it over, making that blend nice and seamless, and then in with my cuticle bead, getting that all tucked in nice and neat around the cuticle, but not touching the skin at the back, because that will cause lifting, and that is what you do not want, especially for prom nails. Oh, had a bit too much on the end there, Michelle, did you? Just scrape it off. No bother, love. Go on, get it off. Right, so I'm now going in with, this is a NAIO acrylic, and it's one of their pre-mix glitters, and it's called Disco Diva, and it's like I would say it's a multi-cut. It's got like different sizes in, and like shard type of pieces of glitter and all that type of stuff. So for this nail, you might be thinking, well, why is she putting the glitter on first, and why is she only putting it halfway up? Because surely something's going to cover it. You are wrong, my friend. So I decided to do this new trend that's kicking about, where you put your glitter on first, Then you put your cover powder over it, so then it sort of looks like your glitter is peeking through the cover powder. Usually we'd put the base on first, the colour we're using, and then we put the glitter over the top, which I do on the thumb. But I wanted to try this new technique, and I actually really liked it, and I did it again the other day on another set, and I think it looks proper nice. So if you haven't already, you need to try it. So full nail of Disco Diva on the little finger. Both hands are the same, that's why I haven't shown you both hands, because they're both identical, completely matched. And for today's viewing of choice in the background, it's Buffy again. Season 2, I think, again. It's the one with that Inca mummy. If anybody's seen it, you probably haven't, because everyone's probably not as boring as what I am, but anyway, not to worry. So we are on the thumb now, I believe. Is that the thumb? Yes, that is Alicia's thumb. So I'm sure I just do a base of peach sorbet, and then I think I do I fade Disco Diva from the cuticle down over. Right, so back to this glitter ombre typey situation. So instead of putting a bead at the join like I would in a normal ombre, I'm just directly putting this at the top. The reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to massively cover that join up, otherwise what's the point in having the glitter there? I still want to sort of see that glitter poking through at that join just ever so slightly. As you can see there, it's just so like slight poking through, and then it's more prominent at the end. And I'll only put one bead on there. You don't need any more to build that up at all, because you can cap it in clear and build your apex. And then jumping back to the thumb, and yeah, just the fade, the silver, the Disco Diva from NAIO, just down the nail there. And then once I've finished that on both sides, I then go in and encapsulate all of the nails, and I sped this part up because it's just the same as I do in every other video. You know how to cap nails. So yes, I will let you watch this bit. So I decided to leave a little bit of filing in, not hand filing, just the part where I'm using my e-file. So I'm using this bit here, and I use this to go around the cuticle first to just make sure everything's nice and smooth and you've got no like ridge or step at that back bit, so it's all nice and smooth. I can't remember what this bit's called, but I'm pretty sure I got it off Amazon. I can't remember what it's called. It's just a carbide bit. It just looks fancy because of all the colouring on it. So yeah, I just whip round the cuticle area with that, just making sure it's all nice and smooth. And then I go in with me other bit just to whip over the surface of the nail, down the barrel of the nail, debolt if necessary, but like I say, I always try and keep my work as neat as possible, and it is to sort of what it would be like at the end result, if that makes sense, and then you have less filing to do. So I've swapped to my other bit there. When I use that bit around the cuticle as well, mine is a digital display e-file, so with the cuticle bit I always have that going slower because I don't want to be proper harsh and fast around that cuticle, and then I always turn it up when I go onto this bit because I don't need to go as close to the cuticle. This bit I'm using here is perfectly fine to use near the cuticle. It is a safety bit, and it's a flat top, but it's a safety flat top with that little ridge around the end of it, so you can go right up close, but if I can get in with a smaller e-file and get that done, then I'm going to do it. So I'm just making sure it's all nice and neat, and I'm constantly looking at the nail. I'm making sure my apex is in the right place. You know, your nails don't have to be massive, thick and bulky. You've just got to make sure you've got that apex in the right place. As long as that's there, you're sorted. You're good to go. So once I've finished with my e-file, I always go over with my 180 grit hand file, basically to contour the nail, make sure it looks good from my perspective and the client's perspective, because it's them that's going to be looking at it for the next 2-3 weeks. Then I shape all the edges, make everything nice and crisp with a 100 grit file. Then I go in with my buffer, dust everything off, clean everything off with me alcohol spray. Then I go and add like crystals or anything like that if that's what they're having. So Alicia had just a couple of crystals because we didn't want to go too over the top for prom. And now we're going in with our top coat, and this is the, sure I'm just using my Nail Mate Super Gloss again. Yeah, Nail Mate Super Gloss. So I'm just going over all those nails, and as always just wiping over the sides just to get any excess product off there so it's not looking like all bulky and blech. I have more of this top coat on my fingers at the end of the day than I didn't know what. And when you see there, I'm going round the crystals, I'm not going over them. Don't ever go over your crystals, especially if you're using real Swarovski crystals, because it ruins the cut of them and they won't sparkle like they're supposed to. Like, you know, when you move your hands and they catch the light, it won't do that if you've top coated over them. so just seal round the edges of them. And then, oh, look at this thumb. You can see so well what I'm doing there, can't you? That is like the best filming and editing ever. Wow, so proud. Oh, there we go. Just get it into shot there, Michelle. Good lass. Fabulous. So anyway, once I've top coated them all, I cue them in the lamp for 60 seconds, get any excess dust off afterwards if need be, and then I'll go in with my cuticle oil, and I'm always using my NAF stuff cuticle oil. I just use it in a different scent each time. So I think I actually, this time I'm sure, I think I used strawberry daiquiri this time. Yeah, that's definitely a firm favourite, and it's literally about to run out. So no, it's run out. Actually, no, it has run out. I think this was the last time I used it, maybe, and then it ran out. Yeah, need to get a new one of them, put a new order in on the NAF website. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. It was pretty much me talking absolute crap for 18 minutes, if I'm being completely honest. But yes, if you do like it and you haven't already, please subscribe. It is massively appreciated. Like the video. Well, if you do like it, like it. Obviously, if you don't like the video, then don't like it. But don't thumbs it down, because that's just mean. But yeah, leave us a comment if you want. And I will see you in my next one. See you later, guys. Bye.